live from Butternut Ridge Road, the high school on it, North Olmsted. This is KeeOnSports Game of the Week between the foundation place of KeeOnSports, North Olmsted, versus the Fairview Park Warriors as we turn our camera around to us. I'm going to have to stand here because of how short I am. Let's see, am I in the frame good enough? There we go. I'm Nathan Smee alongside me. We got Dom Clary. Dom, you might be taller than me, a little bit blocking me. You're used to blocking from your football days.
Yeah, you know what? I can't really block these days. My knees are destroyed, my shoulders. I can't really reach the top shelf like I used to. But I still got the body. I can still block when I have to, especially blocking other people's view.
And speaking of blocking, that's going to be a big emphasis point in tonight's game. You got two big physical teams. You got North Olmsted versus Fairview. North Olmsted started off the year rough 2-4, I believe they were. 3 wins straight. They're now 5-4. Then Fairview, the surprise of the season potentially, not expected to do well. Around 500 last year. Dom, they're 7-2 going into tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. Fairview had a really good player. He's now in college there at Muskegum. It was given the ball and see what he could do with it. But now it seems like they're really finding their ground. It's like they're finding team play, and that's what you want to see. Yes, they lost a really talented player, but they've responded really well this season, and they've been doing that and playing well so far.
And you can't go and talk about Fairview without mentioning Colin Meany as well. Besides Jacob Rehor, who went to Muskegum, Meany was a big part of that offense. But finally, Fairview, they've let Will Allen cook, number 30 in the corner. He has been lights out since playing last year in a big role down the stretch for Fairview. Heartbreaking down the stretch, led by as many as 15 against Holy Name in a playoff game of the GLC. Ended up dropping that game, transferring over to the CBC, but the only 2 losses reside now.
Yeah, this is a team that's really going to focus on team play. Will Allen's going to be the focus of that. I'm interested to see what the young man could do. My first time seeing him play this season, saw them play 1 game last year against North Olmsted, where North Olmsted completely dominated the ball game. And before that, they struggled against Bay Village, who I don't think had a win when I saw Bay Village play last year. And so, again, different teams. The seasons are different. I really do think this will be an even contest. But Fairview, they're going to go through team play, but it is going to run through Will Allen.
And then now let's look at North Olmsted. You got 2 big players. You have the leading scorer, Eggy Cordero, as well as Naoki Sato. And when I saw Sato play against Holy Name, man, I was telling college coaches, take a look at this kid. He may be short in stature, but he makes up for it in pure grit. He is a talent and a half.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that this entire team does. Sato does it. They all do. Bloomfield, Susan, Westlake, they all do, or not, well, that's a school. My bad, read my notes wrong. They all do it. This team, they're not the biggest team, but they're strong, they're physical. They play for Coach Johnson. They play for Coach Johnson well. They really love him here at North Olmsted, and they're inspired every time they're there on the court. They're not the tallest, but I'll tell you what, they'll be more physical than you. They'll get to the ball. It's a really talented team that again, beginning of the year didn't really show how good they really are. Eggy Cordero, he shoots 39% from 3, and that's nothing to play with. When someone shoots near in the 40s, you know that they just have a solid 3-point game, just a great jump shot. I'm interested to see how he opens up this game. If he opens up hot, I'll tell you what, Fairview, they're going to have their hands full here tonight.
And it was funny, look at their top 2 players. You got Cordero, who he is known for the 3-point ball. 6 of his 13 points against Holy Name in the game I saw of him came from beyond the arc. Then you look at Sato. 0 points came from outside the arc. All his points came from 2s and 1s. He's more of a grit and grind player, while you see Cordero as more of your, I hate to say the word Curry comparison with it because of the 3-point shooting, but you have to look at it as a Curry player because every team has that one guy who just launched from long range.
A great shooter, but he is a very, very shifty player. He knows how to dribble with a purpose. Sometimes that purpose will go away for a minute, but he's able to regather and do it well. He's a great player. He's going to be their 3-point player here tonight.
It's going to be a tight game here. My line going into the game, I got Fairview as the favorites, -4.5. Over, under, it's a tight one. I'm going to take a quick look at the points per game average for both teams. I'll throw one out there real quick. 122.5 over under as we turn things over to our in-house PA announcer. Well, hopefully this is going to work. It's been an awful internet day for us here. Internet not so good here at North Olmsted High School. Hopefully that will not last throughout the contest. And we are underway. The ball chucked out. Will Allen hitting it off the knee of Dylan Susan as we are underway. Here comes Fairview for their first offensive possession. They're going to try and work something. Allen, the sophomore, kicks top of the arc. Beto, the give and go of Allen, drives in the paint, underhand with the right and in. So the first score of the game will go to the visitors. It's 2-0 in favor of Fairview.
Word off the screen there, little finger roll. We're out the square of the basket. Beautiful play. Will Allen, it's going to run through him.
So now North Olmsted trying to respond with something on the offensive. Santiago out, top of the arc, 3 for Susan. Off kilter, no good. And now the Warriors, they're going to work in transition, trying to add on to their advantage. Allen drives in the paint, under baseline, kicks out, top of the arc, 3. No good by Beto, and a board by North Olmsted. Ball was out of play, and the Eagles cough it back up to the Warriors. Not the ideal start for North Olmsted in this contest. Looking a little bit shaky out of the gate.
You're unable to score there in the first 2 possessions. They still got time, only down by 2.
And a steal by Santiago. Sato, the small man, kicks. Nice run made, but a steal on the ground. A little bit of grunt work put in by Colin Lucas. Allen in transition outside the arc. Nolan Davis has it far side. Fairview trying to get things going outside the arc and a foul before they can draw it in. So the first foul of the game goes against the Eagles.
Yeah, Sato playing physical defense there. Not the tallest guy in the world, but he's quick, he's physical. He wants to play with the tallest guys in the room. He's a tough player.
He can hang with almost anyone, as he has impressed so far this year in big moments for the Eagles. Tips past Juju, Santiago picks it up. That'll be his second steal of the contest. Here come North Olmsted, kicked out of play, and it goes back to Fairview. Teams trading possessions like clockwork as of right now.
Yeah, that happens in the men's game here at the high school level. Both teams want to play fast and physical, and not truly organized at time to time. They want to run NBA pace, and they can't. Sometimes you just got to slow it down and let your offense work.
Will Allen kicks far side. Davis, the 3 in the far elbow, no good. And a foul on the attempted rebound, and it will go to North Olmsted. The first bucket and only bucket came quick from Will Allen. Since then, no scoring in the last about minute and a half.
He's over the back foul. That was there on Lowry. He's 6'3". Sato, let's see how tall he is, shall we? He's 5'6".
Big difference there. Shot no good by the Eagles. Allen takes it for the Warriors, drives inside the paint, kicks out. No one contesting Davis. Window closed down quickly, but Davis will drive, and Nolan Davis puts it in for the Warriors. So they start off with a 4-0 run over North Olmsted. So far this road trip starting off about as well as Coach Berry could have expected for his Warriors.
Yeah, his team plays really well. They play good defense, forcing turnovers, and getting to the basket on offense. They've done well.
And a steal for Fairview. Can they turn defense into offense? Allen drives in the paint, off the glass and in. The bank is open for the Warriors. 6-0 run. And a timeout called by Coach Johnson to talk things over. It's all Fairview so far, Dom. An impressive offensive explosion. 4 for Allen and then 2 for Davis. We'll take a break as we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Riley's Irish Bakery, the absolute best bakery and comfort food selection you will find on the west side of town. Located in the heart of Fairview, this incredible family-run business is your first, last, and only stop for the best eats. Your stomach and taste buds will thank you instantly upon consumption as the flavors melt in your mouth. At Riley's Irish Bakery, they use the freshest ingredients to create classic Irish baked goods and savories.
Irish baked goods sound good, Dom. I have the luck of the Irish on my side. School just got canceled for me tomorrow. Look at that.
School got canceled for you.
Brooklyn got canceled about an hour and a half ago, and now myself at Holy Name. Sorry, North Olmsted. I got plenty of love to you. If you watched the last broadcast, I'm telling college coaches to go look at Sato. Got plenty of love. But I got a school day off tomorrow. We're going to enjoy some basketball here, Dom. Sato drives, kick near elbow. Cordero. Window closed down quickly. Fairview's done an excellent job of closing down any shooting gaps so far in the contest. Kick out, Juju Santiago. Back, Eggy Cordero. Sato, a lot of give and goes for the Eagles, but still Fairview playing a tough man right now, and it's almost impossible for the Eagles to break it. Sato bobbles and almost steal, but he's still shifty enough to get out of it. Tries kicking, but that one finally stolen by J.R. Beto. Here come the Warriors. Allen and Beto drives off the glass, no good. And they'll call the foul on the Eagles. Feet were not set in time.
So you called a give and go there. That's a handoff there at the top. More kind of to get the defense moving, get your offensive set going. It's almost like running a down screen to start an offensive set. Though it's not actually part of the offense, that's how you set things up. The problem is it never led to anything. Fairview's defense was that good where those handoffs weren't leading to an offense. It was pretty much just leading to a steal. And that's exactly what happened.
It's a tough man to break. North Olmsted has struggled today. They were not bad runs at all, not bad handoffs. They were very smart ones, actually. Just wasn't enough to break it down, but it will not matter as Will Allen goes 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. So the charity will have to wait as North Olmsted catches a break down 6-zip, trying to avoid a kill shot. So here come the Eagles. Screen set by Martin. Working off of OB Cordero. Try taking inside and another steal by the Warriors. Fairview Warriors or Golden State Warriors? Take your pick. Both of them are playing pretty similar basketball. Lowry kicks outside. Davis drives. Another putback by Lowry, no good. He's in the paint. Right hand hook and it's in. So it's an 8-0 run to begin the game for the Fairview Warriors. They're making a statement here on Butternut Ridge Road tonight.
They're playing great defense. Their offense, they want a little bit more consistency, but they're getting to the basket, get good looks.
To stop the bleeding, no good by Martin. Board by the Warriors. Here's a chance for a kill shot to begin this contest. No one would have seen this coming in. McGonigal kicks out. Lowry. That one chucked into the black beneath the Eagle logo. It'll go back to the Eagles.
Yeah, I just got a text from my mother. Apparently all the schools are shut down. She's a school teacher in PA. I guess the -15 windshield is not helping out with schools staying open. So as you watch this broadcast, make sure to turn your TV or alternate device to make sure to see if you're a teacher or a student or a parent to make sure if school is open or closed tomorrow.
I have a game tomorrow, so we'll see what happens with that. It's a big game, so we might end up playing it. We'll see. That one's for a later date. KeeOnSports fans, you'll see that article after that game if it does play. Nice pass by Cordero in the paint and gets the lucky roll to Matt Bloomfield. So we avoid a kill shot. And I believe for 2 out of 2 games we've covered for Game of the Week, we have an 8-2 run to begin the game for the visitors. And that one in, so the bleeding continues. Colin Lucas the run. It's 10-2 now. But once again, saying that stat, last time the away team lost after starting on that 8-2 run, Dom. It's just a bad omen for Fairview. They just have to play their basketball. And we'll see good off the back of the rim. And another physical play made. Here comes Colin Lucas and the Warriors. Tries Euro, right hand, underhand. Gets the unlucky bounce, no good. Bloomfield the board. So once again, North Olmsted's defense, they have the luck of the Irish on their side. They have made many errors, but still lucky not to be down by more than 10. Or more than 8, I should say, as they're fighting to get it within 6. Martin in the paint, and it's taken away once again. The Warrior defense pickpocketing with ease. Now one tips out of play by North Olmsted, so Fairview has a chance to draw something up. But let's look at that defense, Dom, for a second at Fairview. It's tough.
Oh, no, they're a tough team, and you can tell that North Olmsted, they're setting things up. They're trying to get things going. They're listening to Coach Johnson. They know what they're trying to do. They're just not able to do it. This Fairview defense is preventing them from doing literally anything.
A 3 outside the arc, no good. Board by the Eagles. That one, maybe one of the first shots. Not to fall for Fairview from outside the arc. Lucas missing it. Here comes Sato and the Eagles trying to methodically get something going. A quick shot by Susan, off kilter, hits out of play. And once again, it goes back to Fairview. We're playing a game of pinball.
I've never heard that saying before. In a basketball game, it was a little bit of a game of pinball there, the way that ball bounced off the rim.
So once again, here come the Warriors. The Warriors trying to add on to their already big advantage, a foul. That'll send them to the line. So far, this is not the day that the Eagles have wanted by any means.
No, they had a game plan. Right now, they're not able to execute it and get it done. They still have an idea what they want to do. Just having little issues getting it done.
First off the front of the rim, so the supposed charity stripe is seeming like more of an enemy tonight, as Fairview is 0 for 3 from the supposed charity stripe. Dom, what's the cause for this?
Lack of focus, maybe. Bad luck, that tends to be. I'm not sure what their free throw percentage as a team is.
And that one ends the bleeding from the charity stripe. It's now 11-2. Fairview really wanted that one to fall. That one might be more important than some of the twos they've made so far. Just getting one to fall from the free throw line. It only took around 6 minutes, but it doesn't matter. The Warriors lead by 9. The only points of the night come from Bloomfield for the Eagles. Martin top of the arc dishes Sato. Sato out to Bloomfield, who has the supposed 2 points so far. Sato almost picked off, but he corrals it in. That one will be picked off by the Warriors. McGonigal gets it, tries to spin past Susan. Off the glass, no good. Will Allen puts it in, however. Jumps up to retrieve it. It is now a double-digit lead for the Fairview Warriors.
This could get out of hand quickly if North Olmsted can't find their stride here on offense and get containment there on defense. They might lose control of this game if they even ever had it.
And it will stay with North Olmsted. That could have been a dagger with a 1:21 left to go in quarter number 1. It's been a sloppy start for the Eagles. They would benefit really heavily from just a simple shot made right now. They just need something to fall. They don't need a big three. They don't need no highlight reel tape. They just need a shot to fall.
Absolutely. Right now, nothing's falling for them. They just need a little bit of luck to go their way. Get some good quality shots up, which they haven't done.
Speaking of falling, so is our Wi-Fi at the current moment. A 3 for Susan. It falls! Nothing but nylon. That's a big shot made for North Olmsted. They needed that one, and now it's 13-5. A little bit more manageable. Allen off the glass. Unlucky bounce, and it's taken in by the Eagles. Can this be a turning point for them to put their head down and grind? Susan kicks back. Eggy Cordero. He still has 0. Had 25 last time out in the big win over Bay on Friday. Still looking to add to his scoring tally on the year, averaging just above 13 on the year, considering the points from the Bay game. 12 going into that game.
He had 4 threes that night. He's a good shooter. He's not really looking to score, it seems. He needs to be more of a threat with the ball.
And another steal by the Warriors. Here comes J.R. Beto, and it's pickpocketed by Cordero. It stays with Fairview, but Cordero, the hustle defense to get back.
I love that. Never give up on a play. This young man lifted his head up, kept playing hard, and got a steal. They have a chance if they can get a stop here. Maybe get a quick bucket with 18 seconds left here in the first period.
Fairview had an impressive start to the quarter. Haven't scored the last points, though. They still lead by 8. Potentially last shot Fairview. Right now, Burke Lowry is content with dribbling it out to take a shot. Lowry has a screen by Beto. Instead, works the opposite way, steps back, the triple. Off the glass, no good, and board by the Eagles to end the first quarter. It was all Fairview for a good portion of it. North Olmsted drilled a 3 courtesy of Dylan Susan to get it back with an 8. But so far, it is the Warriors traveling from Fairview who have the advantage. We'll take a break here. 13-5, Fairview leads, and we'll hear some words from our sponsors.
Magia Bella Italian Goods. If you love Italian food like we do, then you need to swing over to Magia Bella Italian Goods at 22560 Lorraine Road in Fairview. This family-run business knows that a happy belly is a full belly. From vintage homemade pasta to meatball subs the size of your head, you will be in food lover's paradise. You've tried the rest, now have the best. JBL Roofing and Construction. JBL was founded by the Lewis family of Kent, Ohio in 2005 to provide residents with a reliable, professional, and high-quality level of service. Fast forward to today, JBL Roofing and Construction has become one of Northeast Ohio's most trusted roofing and siding companies, performing the highest quality work on over 3,000 roofs and projects.
Back for the second quarter of play here at North Olmsted High School. It is the Warriors traveling from Fairview, not a far distance. They're making this place their home. It's 13-5. You're just tuning in. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me, Dom Clary. Dom, Fairview started off with a fireworks, but a 3 from Susan has gotten the Eagles some momentum. What do they need to do to build off of it to get this game back close to what it was?
Right now, they're running a 5-out motion, a lot of cuts. Yeah, not a 5-out motion. This is a set play. I really like it. I forget what the name of it is. I remember running it during my days. Keep that up. I like all the cuts they're doing off the screens there to get a backdoor cut. I think that's more of a front door, but I like the movement. Listen, Coach Johnson's a good coach. He knows how to get these kids going, how to get this offense, put these kids in the right position to win. It's just right now, none of it's really working right now because this Fairview team's that good.
Speaking of good, that shot is from Nolan Davis. So now it's a 10-point advantage for the Warriors as they strike first blood in Q2. Sato taking it up. He's still looking for his first points. Him along Eggy Cordero, the top two scorers still with a goose egg on the board. Cordero gets it. Sato. Nice movement outside the arc for the Eagles. Susan takes it, top of the arc, working against Colin Lucas. Tipped out of play by J.R. Beto. Actually, no. They're going to say it went off of North Olmsted. I don't know if I agree with that one.
No, it touched his hands, went right through, went out. I know you're managing a lot there with the Wi-Fi, but went right through his hands there.
In a transition, here come the Eagles, and it's in. Susan, that makes it 5 for him on the night. He has 5 of the 7 for the Eagles. Allen trying to put on some moves. Bloomfield to check in. A steal by Sato. The short man makes another big play. Don't let his size fool you. He is one of the scrappiest players in all of NEO. Susan, another triple. That one no good. Miscommunication. Sato tries to take advantage of it, cannot quite yet. And now miscommunication again. Sato does finally get it. So the Eagles get a defensive break and now can work off it. Sato tries to take it in, looking for some help, trying to dish it out. Does. Susan, top of the arc. Sato. Eggy Cordero now has it far side. A three. Rolls around the world, no good. And now the Warriors lucky and not so lucky anymore as it goes out of bounds into the hallway. And the Eagles get a third chance to build onto the points they just scored by Dylan Susan.
Yeah, you know, it's I like that shot from Cordero. He needs to put up shots to be successful. There's some players we can put up minimal shots to be successful. You need high volume from the young man. I don't care how much he misses. The more he scores, the better position you're in. It needs to run through him from what I've seen from the young guy.
Run being made by Susan, tips around. Bloomfield just checked back in, gets it. Sato works off the screen, set by Tepper. Sato kicks out. Bloomfield, he has 2. He opened the scoring for the Eagles. Sato, a 3. It's in for Niaki Sato.
Great movement there. They're starting to get things going. Coach Johnson has told these guys what they have to do, and right now they're getting it done. Still down by 5. A stop and a score puts them right back in striking distance. This team is playing with a little bit more tenacity.
Pep in their step, you could say. Davis, top of the arc, has Tepper against them, kicks it out. McGonigal. He's going to keep it kicked. Far side, Lowry the long-range triple. Cannot match Sato. Board by Beto. He takes it to the glass. Off it, misses wide left. Cannot corral it in. McGonigal tips it down. A long range over Lowry. Off kilter again. Tips around. And finally take it in. Cordero in transition. Has help behind him. Euros off the glass. No good, but draws the foul. And the ties are starting to shift in favor of North Olmsted ever so slightly.
That's how being aggressive can be in your favor here. They're picking and choosing times to be aggressive, and it's working out for them right now. Cordero, good shooter, good free throw shooter as well. Let's see if he can make both. I don't think anyone's had, of all, 4 free throw shooters, no one's made both. Or, yeah, he makes the first one.
That is the second combined one made of the evening. Mm-hmm. This will make it a one-possession game. If he can sink this, that'd be huge. It's a big free throw. Cordero, that opens up his scoring. Can he go 2 for 2? He can, nothing but net. We have a one-possession game. In a game that once seemed to be destined towards a blowout, it has been a 7-0 run for the Eagles. Allen drives in the paint, no one home, tips out of bounds, and it goes to the Eagles, who now with a 3 tie it back up.
All momentum for the Eagles. They could tie this up. Really shows that this team does not close their eyes.
Fairview had a chance of a kill shot, couldn't get it done. The Eagles have a chance, and as of right now, we'll have to wait. A steal, here comes Burke Lowry off the glass and in. So a kill shot will not happen for either team quite yet. Fairview back on the board, leads by 5 once again. Defense turning in offense has been a big story point of the game for the Warriors, and once again, an example, from the charity stripe. It's no good by Sato. Cordero fights for it in the far elbow, takes it in, has Lowry on him. Bloomfield, nice passes being played, and a foul on the shot against Fairview will send Nick Tepper, the senior, to the line to take two.
I like the passes there. Cordero, bounce pass there to Bloomfield, and then Bloomfield found Tepper there at the block. A pump fake would have went a long way there, but let's see if the young man, if he can make both free throws here.
If this game's close at the end, I think the free throws might be the deciding factor in the end. His first. It's good. Leads with the right hand and finds the nylon. It is now a 4-point Fairview lead. Substitution for the Warriors as Owen McGonigal checks out. McGonigal, we've heard a couple times his name called today. None for the scoring as Tepper goes 2 for 2. We have a one-possession game once again. Fairview gonna work really quickly. Lucas from just outside the arc, and it's in. I believe they're gonna deem that one a triple, and they do. Fairview leads by 6. That was as close to being a 2 as humanly possible without being a 2.
Yeah, that's called being aware. Aware players know where they are at the court, where their feet are.
And a steal by the Warriors. Bread and butter turning defense and offense. They try to do it again. Lowry far side. Allen from the corner. Bang! Will Allen, Ray Allen. You can call him whatever you want. He's good from downtown.
He wears that 30 number, has the wrist tape only on one hand. You can tell the Curry influence in the young man.
Curry and Allen in one. You have the Allen last name and the Curry tape. Take it in transition. Off the glass and in for J.R. Beto. And once again, Fairview, they are fighting back. Up now by 11. Timeout, Coach Johnson. The Eagles had it right in front of them, but now it's Fairview taking things back over. 3:29 left to play in the first half. We'll step aside and hear a word from our sponsors.
Kelly McLean Achievement Center. Kelly and the KMAC team became a part of each family, coaching students on how to learn, how to study, how to achieve their academic potential while discovering their true goals. All of this is accomplished with strength-driven approach and comprehensive plan to help students de-emphasize college selection and career planning. Spins Bowl. The Spins Bowl Independence location is 47,000 square feet of pure fun. Bowl on our 36 professional lanes or play one of our 33 top industry video arcade games. Check them out today for all their locations in Kent, Akron, and Independence.
3:29 left to play here in. There we go. We have to put the mic back down. There we go. We're ready to go. With 3:29 left to play in the first half. If you tuned out for a quick second, Fairview, they're right back to where they began the game, up by 11. I'm Nathan Smee, alongside me, Dom Clary. What was the secret behind that big run for Fairview?
Quick steals, transition. This team moves well in transition. They get their hands in the passing lanes. They play great. I mean, some of the best denial defense that I've ever seen from a high school team. I mean, they don't let any pass go by them.
Bloomfield out of the timeout, no good. Tips around, board taken in by Santiago. Bounce around, no good. Tepper the board. It's blocked, but a foul. Lowry got the last piece of it, but he will not be responsible for the foul. But nonetheless, the Eagles will go to the line as Fairview has gotten a lot more trigger happy of the fouls in quarter number 2.
Yeah, I like how Tepper's physical there in the paint. He goes up strong. He doesn't allow contact to push him around too much, and that's why he gets the foul calls in his favor.
That one no good. That's the first missed free throw of the quarter for North Olmsted. This will be a big one. Cut it to 10. North Olmsted. They need one to fall, and they need it now. Tepper second. In and out, no good. 0 for 2. So the woes continue for both sides from the charity stripe. It's an 11-point Fairview advantage. They try to add on to it. Have a good reason to. Allen, he thought about that one. Picks it instead to Beto and in off the glass. J.R. Beto, what a run. Allen, he thought about that three, but instead finds Beto. It's now a 13-point advantage for Fairview. Santiago spins against Allen. Floater from the free throw line, no good. Taken in by the Warriors, who can now add on to their lead even more. Already up by the biggest lead they've had of today, 13. Step back shot for Beto. Off the glass and rim, no good. Taken in by Cordero. 2.5 to play in the first half. It's all Fairview right now. North Olmsted trying to change that. Nice ball moving outside the arc. Santiago just gets it before Allen can. Sato drives. Resets outside. Santiago. Long range triple for Susan. No good. Tipped back by the Warriors with force. Here's a 2-on-2 chance. Here comes Davis. And it's picked away by Susan of the Eagles. Nice job from him to trail back. Sato takes it in the paint. Makes two. Warriors jump. Makes a third jump. Not enough to get it in. Kicked out. Sato pumps. Hit. Kicks it back. Cordero trying to get rid of it amid the pressure. Right hand chuck. Santiago far side. Another three for Susan. It's good for the far elbow.
Talk about ball movement. Just an absolute class when it comes to moving the ball around, swinging, going in and out of the paint.
And a foul there. That will send him to the line, assuming it was on the shot. But a nice big shot for North Olmsted. They get out of the game, but just do enough to get themselves back in for quick moments.
Yeah, they move the ball well. The problem is this Fairview team's so good at defense that we see moments of mental lapse where this Fairview team is able to get a steal and get a few transition buckets, and it puts them right back to where they started.
And the trend continues with someone missing one of their two free throws. Here come the Eagles down by 11 with around a minute and a half to play in the first half. Inside, Tepper hands it back off a three for Cordero. It's good! 2 threes in a row for North Olmsted. They're starting to heat up from three-point land. They're within 8. Allen has Sato on him, gonna drive, take a step back, and they're gonna reset. Fairview not taking a shot quite yet. They're trying to drill some clock and find a good shot. Kicks out near corner for Davis, or Lucas, correction, and it's in. Colin Lucas drills a triple. It's now an 11-point lead for Fairview, and North Olmsted has a minute to figure things out going into the half. Santiago had Sato made a run, does not opt for him, gives Susan. Sato, back top of the arc, Nick Tepper, hands off, Santiago. Left hand chuck off the hands of Tepper, and it will go back to the Warriors. And a substitution for them as Mick Monagle checks in, subbing out Colin Lucas, who just made the three moments ago. 40 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be Allen taking up the near side. He'll now go towards the center of the court, hands it off. Nice run made inside by McMonagle, and a foul on the shot. That'll send him to the line now.
Let's see, free throws have been the killer so far for Fairview, pardon me. North Olmsted failing to truly take advantage of the missteps of Fairview's free throw shooting.
The first is good, nothing but net. That'll be his first bucket of the day. Owen McMonagle, we heard his name called a couple of times. First time for a shot. The 5'9", 160-pound senior adds 2 now. The first and second both good. The first time a Warrior has done that today. And there's 13 points separating the two teams with 20 seconds to play. Santiago, Sato, North Olmsted looking like they're going to take the option of taking the last shot in this half. 10 seconds now remain on the clock. They need to be conscious of how much time is left and not lose possession. Martin sending a screen. Sato takes it in. Right hand floater off the glass. No good. Take it in. One last chance. Beto plays it in. They need to get it off, and they do not in time. It would have been good if there was more time, but Davis couldn't get it off. Halftime score at North Olmsted High School. Fairview leads 33-20 over North Olmsted. Before we go to our break, we'll hear some words from our sponsors, and after that, we'll be back in a couple minutes to bring you the halftime report.
B.A. Sweeties, the world's most famous candy company, is right here in our backyard. B.A. Sweeties, located at 6770 Brook Park Road in Cleveland. It is candy lovers' paradise. They have every candy from your childhood. Visit them today. Dave's Golden Shear Barbershop. For over a century of great haircuts. Go where the pros go. Cut hair. They do mostly men and boys. Stop in and experience. When you do, we think you'll become not only a customer, but a friend as well. Climate Tech Incorporated. Climate Tech Incorporated. They provide top quality heating, air conditioning, and ventilation services focused on your comfort. Their goal is to provide the communities of Western Cuyahoga in Lorain County with the best resolution in complete repair on your first visit. MDG Flooring. Their professional staff is excited at MDG Flooring America to get to know you and help with all of your floor covering needs. They offer in-home services and are very experienced with commercial flooring jobs as well. MDG Flooring America is more than just flooring specialty store. They are experts trained in flooring sales and design and will help you find the perfect floor for the way you live.
Back for the second half here at North Olmsted High School. The Warriors, they've invaded this place and made it their home, up 33-20 over the North Olmsted Eagles. I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Dom Clary for the second half. Dom, it's been a back and forth first half, but mainly dominated by the visitors.
Yeah, you know, they have hands in the lanes. They're quick on transition. They play team basketball. It's truly a we, not me type of mentality that the Warriors have, and they do it well. North Olmsted started off hot there in that second quarter, but couldn't maintain it. Went back and forth on whether they were hot or not. They need to stay consistent. They're in a hole right now, down 13 here to start the half. We'll see if they can get back into it.
And for Fairview, all they got to do is just play the same old basketball they've been playing for the first 16 minutes of this contest, as they have come out sharp. Second half underway. It will go to the Warriors. Vito take it up. Allen leads both teams with 9. Right-hand dish, far side. Lowry kicks it back. Allen outside there. He's looking to be the first player to get double figures tonight. Lucas takes it inside the paint. Dishes far elbow. Davis the triple. No good. Board by Allen. He goes up and down. And a foul on the shot. So he'll go to the line for 2 and has a gift-wrapped opportunity to get himself into the double digits.
Yeah, too many hand swatting down there. They got the ball, but there was contact there on the wrist, the elbows, and the arm. It's a good call. Allen at the line. Let's see if he can make both now.
His first is good, so he hits double digits. The first player for either side to do so. It's been a quiet offensive day, but mainly a collective. As you said, it's we, not me. He hits 11. 2 for 2, the first Warrior, I believe, to do so. Maybe the second. Nonetheless, it's a 15-point advantage for the visitors, and that can make it more. Lowry the steal. Cordero makes him fly, and it's in. Nice job by the Warriors driving. Burke Lowry Euros makes Cordero fly, and now a 17-point advantage for his Fairview Warriors. That was a thing of beauty. Sato run. Bloomfield matches off the glass and in. The bank is open for the Eagles in the second half, and so is their scoring account.
Able to cut to the basket there. Saw the open Bloomfield there in the middle of the paint. Beautiful team basketball. And now Fairview, beautiful team basketball of their own.
That one easily falling for Colin Lucas. He now has 11, matching Allen. It is now 39-22 in favor of the visitors. Bloomfield, Sato, top of the arc. Sato has his lone bucket coming from beyond the arc. Bloomfield, far side, a triple. That one no good. Board by Cordero. He is being double teamed by combination of Beto and Lowry. Hits it off against Lowry's knee. And it will go to the Eagles. Almost hit the photographer on the
It did hit the photographer in the
there
face.
There we go.
I hope she's okay. She seems to be okay. She's laughing it off.
Sato inbounds up top to Susan. Far side Cordero. Bloomfield takes it out. Sato, top of the arc. Gives it to Susan. Susan, who has 8. Launches from downtown. No good. Tips around. Taken in by Bloomfield in the paint. Tries rolling it out. Instead, just slides on the ground. And a whistle is blown.
Kickball.
And kickball violation is the call.
Listen, you're down. What are we down? 17 here. You need to have better shot selection. I understand you got to put up shots and put them up quick if you want back in the game. But not like that. Not a fading off-balance 3. It's not a good shot at the high school level.
Not a plus shot. I put up that meme of Patrick Ewing explaining to a Georgetown player, do you practice that shot?
You know, he had one surprising run that led him to the tournament with a losing record in the Big East. Other than that, I don't know if we should quote Patrick Ewing's coaching career. I will say, fun fact, me and Patrick Ewing have the same birthday.
Wow, look at that.
Not the same year, not even close, but the same day nonetheless.
That might be the only quote of Patrick Ewing's that we take and use for his coaching.
Yeah, we might do some references of his playing.
Might have to. Beto hit out of play, and it will stay with the Warriors. And speaking of that next level, we mentioned Ray Hoare earlier for Fairview, but North Olmsted from last year, they all play on their own playing at the college level.
Yeah, Penn State Chenango. I didn't take out the roster to see the young man's name, but I was talking to Coach Johnson about him. Seems to be doing well, trying to take advantage of playing time there at Chenango for the Lions.
That one easily in for Davis, uncontested. They break the 40 mark. It's 42-22, a 20-point advantage for the Warriors, as it's been a defensive masterclass tonight for the visitors in black. Top of the arc, Bloomfield. You need some good shot selection. You need it quick. Sato pulls up outside Bloomfield. Nice ball movement. Susan, far elbow. It's in the nylon with ease for North Olmsted. They needed that one to fall. That's the first of many they need to fall. Allen to match. In and out, no good. And it bounces right back. Allen takes it inside, goes up and down, puts it in. Lucas, no good off the front of the rim, and ripped away by Bloomfield. And Lucas gets a piece of it for a jump ball. It will stay in favor of Fairview. But a nice job from Lucas to get in there along with Bloomfield and just kind of fight for it. (42-25), 5 minutes left to play in Q3. North Olmsted, they held once defensively. Now they need to turn it into some offense. Down by 17. That's not what they need. That one going into the student section. It'll go back to Fairview. That kind of just epitomizes the game for this Eagles team. Just unfortunate.
And you can hear the frustration from the North Olmsted bench of saying, do our stuff, not your own version of it. Really need to stick to the game plan here. Oh, they're running a trap.
And that one sent down. I think more of the rim rejected it than Bloomfield, but he still got a tip on it. So here come the Eagles trying to work quickly. In the near elbow, Mo Ali off the bench, no good. Board by Lowry. Right hand chuck, what a pass to Allen, and it's blocked by Sato. He gets up and smacks it down. He takes it. Here comes Santiago, and the Eagles trying to turn that impressive defense into some offense. Santiago kicks far side. Bloomfield, no good. Take it in on the board by Davis, but what a job by Sato to trail back and reject Will Allen.
I mean, get up, young man, get up.
No one was getting a piece of that one. Allen easily to the glass and in. It is now a 19-point advantage and a timeout called. And with it, we'll take a break of our own and hear a word from our sponsors in a minute. But before we do, next week we got an exciting game for you for KeeOnSports Game of the Week. Strongsville girls basketball off of their 2-game losing skid. They won last night. They host GCC rivals Menor. That game 7 o'clock at Strongsville High School next Wednesday. Myself and Dom will be on the call. And now let's hear a word from our sponsors.
TNT Construction is a private, family-owned construction company located in Berea, Ohio, home of the Bald and Walsh Yellow Jackets, by the way. TNT provides residential and commercial remodeling, construction, and building services to clients in Cleveland and all over Northeast Ohio.
Well, you had to do the Bald and Wallace shout out there. I don't blame you at all.
I have to. The OAC leaders of attendance for like the 5th straight year in a row.
Side of the long-range triple. No good out of the timeout. Board by Beto. Chucked up. That one a little too far in front of Mononagall, and it goes out of play and in favor of North Olmsted.
Fairview trying to get on the run here, really take this game out of hand where the Eagles can't even get near it. Eagles need to get on a run, though. They put in Ali, see if he can do anything here for them. Sparkplug on defense thus far, has a missed 3. Let's see if he can get open here for an open shot.
Almost taken away by Lucas, and says Sato, nice ball move. Bloomfield takes it inside, kicks out. Sato in the paint. He is tripped up and hit before he can get a shot off. And that'll be the first foul of the half for the Warriors.
Yeah, I really like the active hands for Fairview. Nothing easy. They try to get a swat at the ball. Again, this team's not as tall as it was last year, believe it or not. The team was a lot taller.
A tip there by Mononagall, and he gets the steal, kicks it out. Lucas in the paint, makes a move on the right side, off the glass and in. Nice defense played by Fairview and put in by Lucas on the offensive. It is now a 21-point advantage for the Fairview Warriors. They have made a statement tonight at North Olmsted High School. And there's another steal. J.R. Bino in transition against Cordero. It's in off the glass and an and one for the Warriors. That might have sealed it if it wasn't already.
Yeah, this game's getting a little tad bit out of hand. North Olmsted really needs to reel things in here. Try to be a little bit more competitive on these passes. Avoid those active hands in the passing lane.
Limpert set the check in for the Eagles, trying to be a spark, sending Ali to the sidelines. but it's been all Fairview so far in this half. It's been a big advantage for them, and as of right now, Fairview impressing many who didn't really put respect on them, as they are well on their way to becoming 8-2 after last year's 11-12 season. Who would have thought this would be the response? 49-25, the visitors lead. North Olmsted trying to put some points together on a run, trying to claw their way back into this game, get it close. Cordero outside the arc, hands Bloomfield, tries to make a move in the paint, kicks out Sato. Limpert, who just checked in. Bloomfield launches the triple. In and out, no good. The luck is not on the Eagles' side, and it goes out, and it will go to the Warriors, who have a chance to break 50. Any bucket right now doubles North Olmsted's points.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not what you want if you're the Eagles.
And Lucas gets it to happen. It's 51-25. Fairview owning the Eagles. A long-range trouble for Cordero. Gets the unlucky bounce, no good. Lucas the board in the paint. And more changes coming. It'll be Susan to check back in. Lucas, top of the arc, thought about it, Harris. He drives instead, off the glass, no good. Limpert the board, taken by Lucas, off the glass and in. The bleeding continues. And we are nearing a running clock ever so slightly. Sato drives, steps back in the key. It's in, nothing but net for Sato. Nice step back from him to get some points back for his Eagles. He now has 5. And now the Warriors trying to match. They don't need a match, but they want to. They are hungry for some more points and a foul. That'll be the third, assuming they haven't updated the board quite yet for the Eagles. And it is the third of this quarter. Double change, Bloomfield and Cordero check out, as you will see a combination of Susan and Tepper check in. Allen takes it back court and will take it up on the North Olmsted logo. Minute 40 left to play in Q3. It's all Fairview tonight. Driving is Kothi, kicks out. Davis, back top, Lucas puts on the moves, trying to get past Susan. Drives right on, kicks far elbow. Allen takes it in, left hand, no good. The putback tip, no good. Lucas goes up and down and technically tossed, as it will go out of bounds. He got tossed by the ball, not the player.
He held on to that ball, and when it got launched, he went with it.
So Lowry to inbound it. No-look inbound. They've done a lot of those no-look passes, just not really talked about, as it goes out to Allen. Lowry, top of the arc, gives Davis a long-range triple. Rolls in and out, no good. An unlucky bounce for the Warriors from Lucas. And now here come the Eagles trying to get something back. Susan in the elbow. It's in, nothing but net for Dylan Susan. He's had himself a nice individual day. He has 14 points as the Eagles break 30. A 3 to match for Lowry. In and out, no good. 2 unlucky shots by the Warriors not to fall. The Eagles, if they're going to get back into this game, they need to now. That one off the shoe of Allen for a kickball violation. So Sato gives his Eagles a chance to reset.
Susan really is having a nice game tonight. I mean, 14 points, leads his team. I mean, by far leads his team. I don't think anyone even comes close to it, no. He's having a really good night from the arc as well.
A long-range show from Susan. It's in! Nothing but net for Dylan Susan. That might be the most impressive one he's made so far in a 20-point game.
I love that. We like to call that a heat check, and this might be one as well, and it is.
Will Allen from downtown drills it too.
Oh, the back-to-back heat checks. Let's get a third, shall we?
We might. Last shot will go to North Olmsted of the third. North Olmsted battling back down by 23, and a steal by Will Allen. No one near him. Puts it in, but no, he misses it. He did too much. Plays it back, and the Eagles have one last chance to get something. The heave-ho. No good. But Allen, almost a monstrous error trying to dunk it. That was just 2 and too much for the young man.
Just way too much there.
With that, Fairview in the driver's seat of 56-33. We'll step aside here, word from our sponsor before we're back for quarter number 4.
Jenny's Old Fashioned Popcorn. With great customer and vendor relationships, Tom and Jen is to continue to provide the fantastic snacks that customers have come to expect from the many Poppy's Popcorn products. from everything from caramel to cheddar. They have over 39 fantastic flavors, including Dittos for the kiddos. You can have them anywhere popcorn is sold, including Giant Eagle and Mark's. Westside Flea. It began with an idea to offer creative, talented vendors an affordable venue to showcase their items in the West Side suburbs. A market where everyone could attend for free and find items at all price points. A free fun day for the whole family. Includes pets on leash. And then one last one, Great Lakes Basketball caters to athletes of all ages and experience levels with a wide variety of training techniques. Book your first session today at www.greatlakesbasketball.com or email Coach J at coachj@greatlakesbasketball.com.
8 minutes left to go in regulation. It's all Fairview up by 23. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Dom Clary. Dom, we've seen an exciting game. We've seen heat checks. We've seen defense. We've seen offense. But more importantly, we've seen the Fairview Warriors making a statement tonight.
Yeah, they're really showing that they're top of the class here in the GLC, which I do believe. I could be wrong here. This is the last year of the GLC, correct?
Fairview already left the GLC. They left for the CVC at the end of last season, but this should be the last year.
So what threw me off is that there's a sign for Fairview in the GLC conference here up in the stadium. Why they left this year? That's right. You told me that.
Off of the rim, no good on the shot from Tepper, as our Wi-Fi is taking another vacation once again. So 7:38 remains in the final quarter. That should hopefully hold us over for a little bit of time. The Warriors trying to add on to their already big advantage as things stand. Beto takes it under the rim, kicks out, far side, no one near Lucas. It's no good off the side of the backboard. Kicks out, Lowry takes it in, right hand goes, what a pass to Lucas and in. Nice teamwork employed by the Warriors. And that one just gets past them. Here comes Santiago, right hand floater off the front of the rim, no good. Here comes Fairview. Allen only has one to beat. Instead plays it off the rim and an alley-oop put in for the Warriors. Nice bit of movement by Will Allen and Fairview as they break 60.
Little showtime going on here for Fairview.
Long range triple for Santiago. No good. Board by Lucas. So the Warriors, they're just going to try to add on here. They're going to play their own speed of the game, but a three gets it to a 30-point lead. You got to think they're playing for it. Lowry, near elbow, pump by Beto, drives to the left, goes to the ground. That was definitely something, and it's a foul, not a travel. So that'll be the second foul of the quarter against the Eagles.
No.
But when you move that much, something's going to be called.
Now back what I was saying, this is the last year of the GLC because it is being discontinued. Where is North Olmsted going to go? Because they were a new addition a few years ago where they left the SWC.
They might go back.
No, it could be the conference that they left due to wanting to compete a little bit more, a chance to win the conference in all the respective sports, and now it might be discontinued, and that might be really the only realistic home for them.
Realistically, it might be. Fairview found their new home. Holy Name and EC, they're going to their own private school conference. It's going to be a tough one, too. You got CVCA coming in from far out. You got Padua. I think the one that's really going to kill teams is NDCL, going down to Chardon at least once a year.
So yeah, that's a far drive. It's about, I would say it's about 45 to 50 minutes from Holy Name.
At least. That was our first freshman year game, and that was a long drive. Our bus even got lost, so it made it a lot longer. Eagles make a shot. Sato falls on it, kicks it out. Here comes the Eagles trying to get something going in garbage time. Susan, no good on the shot. Bounces around, taken in. Played back in the paint, Limpert, and that one just picked off. Here come the Warriors. Lowry and a blocking foul, put him in the baseline.
No, what's interesting is Elyria Catholic has a great year a year ago in football. Not this last season, the the season before, the 2022 season. Holy Name has a great season of their own. I'm sure that you got to see that and be a part of that. And now essentially a new conference was formed where teams left the GLC and they didn't get the invite, and they had to find new places to go. Really interesting situation where some teams ended up in the same place and other teams kind of disbanded and was forced to go to other conferences.
Two teams were forced out. I will say that. Two teams were forced out. Shot will go in under the basket. Nice job by J.R. Beto to get it in. 62-35.
I like Beto's game, man. He's tough. He's physical. He's shifty as well. Knows how to get to the basket. Able to maneuver himself in the air. Be able to wrap around the defenders and get his hand up by the basket and just scoop it right off the box. He's a really good player to watch. I mean, a true athlete, but very skilled as well. Very intelligent as a basketball player.
Ali, that one cannot fall for him. Bounces around. The Warriors will take it on the bounce. 5 minutes left to go. Nice pass played in to McMonagle. Off the rim, no good. Bounces around, kicked out. Allen a triple. It's in for Will Allen. That might almost seal his player of the game performance.
Yeah, it really helps the stats in his favor, doesn't it? It's just a great day overall for the young man.
That one off kilter, no good on the triple. And once again, our Wi-Fi just looking like a Christmas tree over here, is cycling in between everything. It's been awful today. We do apologize for all technical difficulties. Just no real Wi-Fi networks in this building.
Yeah, you have those moments going to high school sports, but you know we try our best here. You know, we are working the best here to fix the Wi-Fi, so you can enjoy the final 4:30 left in this game here.
Down off the glass and in for the Warriors. 67-35. They now lead by 32. Kicks out. Bloomfield hands it back out. Susan. Santiago takes it inside the arc, puts it in right into the basket. It's good. Makes it now a 30-point game. A long-range dribble for Harris. On the front of the rim, no good. Taken and kicked out of bounds, essentially. And it will stay with the Warriors. Substitution, Limbert in for Sato. That might be the last time we see him today. He has 7.
Yeah, a really gutsy performance. Wasn't able to get the point production that he really wanted out of today, but it was just one of those games where the guards were smothered by a really physical, quick, shifty Fairview defense. It just wasn't his day-to-day. It's one of those games where, as a coach, it's okay. Just throw this out. Let's keep moving forward. I think they felt like they were more even matched with Fairview than the score indicates.
Limbert takes it. It's in. Correction, no, Sousa takes it in off the glass, adding his tally now to 19 on the night. Allen launches the triple. Not good. It bounces around and misses. It'll stay with Fairview. That was a chance. He thought he was subbing out for a second. He will not. That will sub out Colin Lucas. That might be his last involvement. He has 19. It's a toss-up, whichever one of those two gentlemen you want to give your player of the game to, as he gets an ovation.
Yeah, we'll have a conversation here shortly if there's a timeout. But I like Lucas's game. He tried shooting a few threes. I more like him there on that short block, short corner, I should say. Kind of dives in, able to get the ball, go up quick. See, he's 6'1", right? So he is a big man, but I like the way he plays. He plays bigger than 6'1". He's a fun player to watch.
Long-range triple there for Limbert. They break 40 now, 67-42. Maybe some last points here. Kofi takes it in, puts it missing into the hands of McGonigal. Takes it outside the arc with Harris. Harris off kilter, no good. Bounces out of bounds and will stay with Fairview. Allen's still in the game. I think he wants to break 20. I think that's the only reason he's still in this game.
Yeah, that has to be the goal, right? Fun player to watch to see if he gets it here.
He's just going to settle with it for right now. The sophomore has plenty of good basketball ahead of him for 20. He gets it. 21 points on the night for Will Allen. Take a bow, young man. Substitution incoming. That will do it for his night. One heck of a player. And talking to some of the Holy Name guys who played against him 3 times last year, that was a name they're like, oh yeah, I remember that kid. Ali off the glass and in. Nice shot from him. He now has 4. Inside the arc, Kothi.
And by the way, the sub came right in there for Will Allen. As soon as he got the basket, the coach signaled over for the sub. So yeah, you nailed that right on the nail.
Limber from long range once again, no good. Bouncing around, taken in on the board. Allen has it. These will probably be his last touches of the game. He takes it up. He might be able to add on to his 21-point performance. Kicks it instead into the arc. McGonigal, he's going to settle it outside the arc. 120 seconds left to play. McGonigal puts it in, right in. Nothing but net, and a timeout call by Fairview. That's probably to make his substitutions. It's 71-44, and what a great coach game by Coach Barry of the Warriors. We'll take one last time out here and hear from the last of our sponsors.
Frankie's Italian Cuisine. Looking for a place to enjoy a post-game meal? Love Italian food? Frankie's Italian Cuisine has you covered for meatballs and lasagna. Visit them tonight at 4641 Great Northern Boulevard in North Olmsted. Village Coffee and Creamery. From the founders of Nancy's Main Street Diner comes Village Coffee and Creamery. They have everything from dessert, lunch items, and coffee to ice cream and every kind of sweet treat you can think of, located at 486 Main Street in Grafton.
We'll have 2 more spots. We'll hear from them in a little bit. $1:59 left to go in tonight's contest. Fairview will improve to 8-2 on the year. North Olmsted goes back to 500 at 5-5. An impressive day for the Warriors. And I think we could say, after getting his 21st point, your player of the game brought to you by KeeOnSports goes to Will Allen.
Yeah, no, Will Allen had a good point spread here today. Let's see what he had here. 6 in the first quarter, only 3 in the second, 7 in the third. Then had a few points there in the fourth. Really good performance by the young man. Got him 21 there at the end. Really didn't need the 21 from him, really. It was just that good of the day for the Warriors. But he started them off quick. Those 6 points got him to a really good advantage against the Eagles and just allowed them to take control of the game and continue with the lead. 3
in the near side. Harris, no good. Boarded by Santiago in the paint. Trying to be ripped away. Able to stand in there. Webster trying to rip it. Now a minute left to go in the contest. Santiago takes a step back, takes it in. Euros off the glass and in for Santiago. The game might be out of reach, but he's still playing with all that he has.
Yeah, only 4 points there for Santiago. Needed a little bit more from him early on. He's getting some of his coin here now, late in the game.
Harris grabs the board, kicks it out. Bates trying to put some moves on Martin. Plays it out, and a steal by Bloomfield. The Eagles adding some points late. Off the glass, no good. Board by Bates. And on the near side, the Warriors take it. Harris kicks it back. 20 seconds. I think if you're Coach Barry, you saw a little bit of the gesture. It's game over. Dribble out the clock, and that will do it.
Yeah, good game here for the Warriors. Will Allen is our player of the game. Eagles played hard. They did what they could. At the end of the day, Fairview just had a better day, executed their game plan with class and precision. At the end of the day, North Olmsted just did not have the firepower for today to keep up with them.
Final score, 71-46 in favor of Fairview. Dom, I'll pass it over to you for the last 2 sponsors as I organize post-game interviews, which you'll be able to see over on SMEFest 2024 Twitter and Smee Sports Instagram. Keon will also most likely retweet. Dom, pass over to you. I'll be back in a minute to wrap things up.
Nancy's Main Street Diner. They only prepare your meals with the freshest ingredients. The dishes are made to order as they never use heat lamps, and they take no shortcuts whatsoever. Located at 426 Main Street, Grafton, Ohio 44044. Nancy's Main Street Diner is your choice of all 3 daily meals. Maximum Lacrosse. Maximum Lacrosse will demand players to embody the game by giving and receiving respect and understanding that character counts. Look for them at MaximumLacrosse.com.
Thank you, Don, for reading off those sponsors. Thank you for all our sponsors for all they've done making this possible. If you want to sponsor any of these and have your stuff read out, contact Vince McKee. He'll be glad to have you. You see all that stuff. Looking for sponsors, it'd be huge to get you on. If you know anyone who owns a small business, let them know.
This is sponsorship season. This is the time to do it. I know tax season's coming up for businesses. I know it's the time where you're